What up? What up? What up?
What's up?
We
What's up? What's up?
we back a little 2 week hiatus, but here we go again. This is Blurred Minds Media, and this is Five Finger Fiasco. I am your host, J Wall the Jerk, aka J Wall the Asshole. JG, the has been. What's up, fellas?
What's
What y'all
up?
doing?
Oh, just back out here in the YouTube streets, my friend.
Yeah, what Mullet Head do while we were gone?
Looked like he retired. He retired the party.
Oh my God! Hey, just a bitch.
She gone, but that's why I'm the has been now.
He's
What
the
happened? Did you get reprimanded at work?
Hey.
Or you think is it time to grow the fuck up?
Uh, definitely not growing the fuck up. That
Right.
ain't gonna happen. You know how that is, hell. Now it's just man, it got so hot with me doing my fighting and shit, like couldn't stand it anymore. Getting in my
Hey, you ever
face.
tried a ponytail?
Yeah, I've tried a ponytail inside of a steel helmet, and it didn't feel too good.
You didn't like that knot on the back? It
Fuck
wakes me up
no.
in the middle of the night. I'll wake up and go, "Who's poking me?" Oh, it's you, just you. Don't worry about it.
I tell you,
I get rid of it, bub.
when I first started growing my hair long, and you get hot and get a little sweat, and your hair just starts kind of getting heavy and moving around. Man, I don't know how many times I was jumping out of my skin, about falling off ladders and shit, thinking I had
Yeah.
bugs on me. I would always think
Yeah.
I'd have something crawling on my neck.
Oh yeah, but like especially like when it starts rubbing the top of your forehead, like right around your eyebrows, around your ears, the back of your neck, starts getting weird.
Yeah, I'd have to lose that beard before I would the hair, man. I'm telling you, I don't see how you. If I have a beard much over a month, I'm ready to choke shit out of somebody. It drives me fucking insane.
Is
It really
itching you
does.
too bad?
Oh yeah, it's just crazy, man. I get hot and sweaty at work, and you're all into it, and 25 times a day you're going. Fuck, you look like a crackhead over there in the corner. So
I noticed though, after you get a little length on it, the itch goes away. And then it just works out in the summer as a sweat soaker.
yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. That's uncomfortable. I don't even like sweat running down my ass crack and my balls, let alone my face.
Oh, we're talking about that's like the best feeling.
Oh yeah, you get that little bead. You get that little bead of sweat go down your back into the crack of your ass. It's like a little how do you do?
How you doing? But look at what I picked up while we was down there.
Oh,
Nice.
What? You got that for a deal, didn't you? Is that the bottle you were telling us
It was
about?
like, it was like $92, and I'm thinking it's $1.25 here, and if you can find it, I could be wrong. I thought I saw something for like $275, $300. I might have been looking at something different, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I tried it when I got home. So
What was the one bottle you said that you saw down there that was sought after that you didn't get but you should have got? What was that?
Oh, that Crown Royal 18-year for $126. I was like, your dad told me you should have bought that, and there was plenty of them down there. There was 3 or 4
Holy
left on the
shit.
shelf. Yeah, and I mean, I paid like years ago when I got that Crown Royal XR. I want to say I paid $150 or something for it, and you can't find that shit anymore. But the 18-year, that's got to be halfway smooth, especially being Crown Royal. Hell, it ain't got no bite to
Oh,
it
yeah.
at all as it is.
I'm about to say just a regular old bottle of Crown Royal is pretty damn smooth.
It is. It is. I don't know how they do that.
So
Fucking Canadians.
when did you? I would say you and my old man, but I'll just get it from your perspective. When did you switch off of the Crown and Coke? Because I remember growing up that
When your
was
dad left me,
Draw's
it was a
deal.
horrible breakup. Yeah, it was a horrible breakup. He quit
Oh,
calling
yeah?
me. Yeah, I wouldn't get the love letters anymore. Just pretty fucked up. So I took it pretty hard. Started doing cocaine and
Yeah.
Well,
Jack
you should have
Daniels.
instead of doing cocaine, you should have done some Kegels. Get it tight
Some
back up.
Kegels. Yeah, you think I'll find another man real quick?
Yeah.
Fuck that. That's worse than a damn beard. Fuck y'all. I don't see how a woman has sex with us. I know if I had to have sex with either one of y'all, I'd fucking go without. I'm just not into guys like that. I don't know what the deal is.
I could definitely.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just not into dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's all over TV though. You know, I'll be sitting there, we'll be watching a movie or something. All of a sudden, two guys will be on top of each other, and Bevan will look over at me like, "That don't bother me." As long as they ain't fucking slobbering on me, I don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah,
But it's
same
just
way.
not my thing. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
It's usually when you see my old man exit the room. He's done with that movie.
He gets a
He's
little
done with that
uneasy,
whole
does he?
movie. I tell you what, though, like it's one thing to have a movie and a story with a gay character in it, and it's part of the story. Makes sense. But they got on some shows where they just have to interject it and it doesn't have nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, what are we doing? Like, y'all ever heard of a movie? What was that movie we watched with Jennifer Lopez? Shades of Blue. Yeah. Shades of Blue. Y'all ever seen that with Jennifer Lopez and Ray Liotta? It's they were Brooklyn cops. They were from like a special
I think I have seen
detective
that.
unit.
Yeah.
And what the thing is, they were like dirty cops, and they were all badasses. So the first season, Ray Liotta's like the lead dirty cop of this little fucked up unit, and he's just a Ray Liotta, Goodfellas. He's just a mean, tough, bad motherfucker like you're used to him being in most movies. Then you get to the second season, he's in a bar talking to like a Fed or something. Next thing you know, the Fed is in the alley giving him a BJ.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. Fuck that.
Well, here's the wildest thing. He's got a wife and a son in the show, right? So the wild thing is, I think they got real bad like flack for that, like because it made no sense. It had nothing. That wouldn't change the story of the show at all. The fact that happened. Funny thing is, they kill off the Fed that was giving him the beach, and then he goes right back to his wife and his son, and it was just like it never happened.
Nothing happened. Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? Well, and my whole thing was like, why would you even put? And even if you're gonna kill the dude off, 3 or 4 episodes later, what was you couldn't have just made that a chick Fed and just kept it going, And like I was like, they just had to interject something. Well, like I said, though, you write a story out and the character's gay and it's part of the story, then that's the story. It is what it is. That's the movie. That's the show. But you got this tough, badass Brooklyn cop and he's gay for 1 episode. It didn't make it. Just was pointless.
You know what? I just figured it out. Fucking mullet head there cut his damn mullet off so that he could have a different name. He wants to be like Johnny. He wants to be like JG, don't he? Have a different name.
That was that's the extreme. That's why I know this show's going to make it. This is the commitment. This is a commitment our guys have here. They will completely alter their
life just to be like somebody.
Yeah, we just need alter egos.
Just so we can be YouTube sensations. God damn it, has been. I appreciate it, brother. I really do.
Thank you. That's taking one for the team, brother.
Yeah.
We love you, brother. Yeah.
So in that regards, when are you going to lop that ponytail off for us, bud?
That's falling off. A lot of it's actually, what do they call it? Is headed down towards the crack. So, it's getting bushier and the head's getting thinner. It'll happen y'all soon.
So I can see that. That's no longer a 5 head, bud. That's just straight up billboard you got going on there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have noticed that from the time I was 7 years old when I met this guy.
You used to go across. It's creeping.
You've been gaining more face over the years. That's for sure.
Well, it's a ponytail. It's a facelift. Yeah, that's why I wear the ponytail. Because if I let this shit go, it'd be like Droopy Dog. All that fucking shit just falls right down that way.
Have any of your grandkids like freaked out the first time they saw you with your hair down? Like, did it fuck them up?
Yeah. I mess with them. I come out looking like the Undertaker. Come out of the shower, shit all over the place. Yeah, they'd be 2 or 3 years old, run to Nana real quick.
Yeah.
No, just running from you because you have your robe open.
I remember.
Is that my rubber ducky?
Holy shit.
That's some clown shit there, ain't it? Hey, yeah. Tweak that big red nose there, darling.
Oh, I remember, I forget who it was, somebody's little sister when we were like 12, 13, 14. Our buddy, one of my buddies, I won't dox him on this story, But I remember him telling me about sticking his little wing in the bottom of a chip bag and trying to get his friend's sister to grab it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's I think that's one of the stories you bury deep. You bury that one deep, son.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off air who it was. You'll get a kick out of that. But shit, man, we've been gone 2 weeks. Me and old JG there. We'll catch up a bit. Spent a week in the Gulf of Mexico, Destin, Florida. How'd you enjoy your week, sir? Did you enjoy your week? Did you have fun?
Oh, my first fucking night. You know how I did. I didn't get out of bed till what time? 2:00 the next day. I hurt myself. I singing that Johnny Cash song. I hurt myself. So no, I had a good time. Good food. Had some really good oysters down there. Good eat. Hell, we didn't eat out, but boy, twice. But good home style cooking. Enjoyed the fishing. The fucking your old man provided us with. That little French fry turned out really nice with the fried green tomatoes and the fried porgy. That was good.
And I'll tell you the truth, man. Like, we earned it because it was not an easy task.
A bunch of pukers, wasn't it?
I mean, we have people puking left and right. I mean, honestly, I've been out on some boats, but I think it's probably the smallest boat I've been out that deep. And man, standing up was all you could do.
It was a chore. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And then you got, what do we have? A 15-pound weight at the end of the line, and we had to take it all the way to the bottom of the ocean and bring it up while you can barely stand. Like, dude, I feel like I got a fucking workout. When we come off that boat, I was like, that fucking boat kicked my ass.
Yes, it did.
My lower back felt like I was doing deadlifts for just an hour straight. It was wild. I was like, this is wild. But yeah, my boy Z, he went down on us first. He puked basically the whole time up until about the last hour, and then he rallied back and caught some fish.
Yeah. Well, he did catch a bunch of fish to begin with.
He was catching fish and puking at the first time. It was hilarious. He'd catch 2 or 3, run and puke, catch him a couple more, run and puke.
That's funny. No, I was looking for the damn picture.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I've got that picture. Yeah, your second mom bought me a frame and said I got to put it in a frame and give it to your dad when we go both to the old folks' home. We'll have something to hang on the wall, like we've been loved or something.
Yeah. What do you think y'all gonna play there? Y'all gonna be checkers guys, chess players, Parcheesi? What do you think y'all gonna play at those folks' home?
Shit, I'm gonna be playing grab the nurse's ass is what I'm gonna be playing. Unless my woman's there with me, they'll put us both in there. You never know. And then I'll be grabbing her ass. Same thing I'm doing here.
You just be playing the grab ass game with everybody.
Yeah. The saddest thing is he'll probably really be in my brother's house somewhere, and the nurse's ass he'll be grabbing will be his daughter-in-law's. But he gonna be so damn senile at that point, he ain't gonna know who the hell she is.
That's scary when you get old. The things that you got hidden in your mind, you hope don't come out when you get forgetful and you fucking, hell, I got 2 good-looking daughters, good-looking in-laws, and, it's hard to say. Oh, no, there's a lost dog. Go ahead.
A lost dog?
Fucking ring. It's terrible, the shit that pops up.
Oh, you got that on the house? The camera? You got it hooked up on your phone and all that shit?
Yeah, I do. And actually, I'm going to get some more because I'm going to catch a little motherfucker out there running around the cars. You see these videos all the time, these guys just walking up with their hoodies and checking car doors 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I get that alert. I'm coming up out of bed and I'm headed down there with a stick before they even know what hit them. What the fuck? You're going to be brazen enough to walk up to my driveway and check something out. So you're going to get an ass whooping, and hopefully they don't have a gun. That's all I'm worried about. I think I'm going to buy a taser. I think I'm going to tase them when they're digging around in the car, and then I'm going to drag them out. And then I'm going to duct tape them up and call the cops. And they're going to have a little sign on them sitting on the front porch. Dear Mr. Officer, I was bad. Take me to jail. I ain't even going to be out there with them when the cops show up.
Yeah. Just tie them up and leave them there. What you do is you make them strip down butt naked and tie them to the tree in your front yard and have everybody honk at them on Liberty Road while they're tied up naked to the tree.
Yeah, well, that's my job, buddy. I'm sorry.
You'll
the
just
neighborhood. Yeah.
you got to call me first though, because I'm gonna have to put that shit on this channel. That'll be our viral moment right there. That's where we make all the big dollars right there, sir. Oh, but yeah, that's wild that you said that. I hope they don't have a gun and you're gonna get a taser. You should. If I'm going outside to check on if somebody's in my yard, I'm going out there with the gun. I'm gonna make sure the one with the gun.
It'd be a damn shame that you take one out there and then all of a sudden you shoot somebody on accident. You're like, fuck.
Well, you hope it's
I
on
see
accident.
what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying.
It'd be a lot better if you had one anyways. Yeah. Or if they do have one, as long as you go on and get yours off first.
Shit, I'm pretty sneaky. Once I hit them with that fucking axe handle in the back of the head, they ain't gonna have time to be grabbing no gun. I'm catching them in the car.
Me and my brothers actually used a bait car on some motherfuckers one time.
A what?
A bait car.
Did you?
It was at my dad's house. There's a big thing with people getting their cars broke into. So me and my brothers, two of us were hiding in some bushes and like behind a tree and shit, staying out waiting. The other one drove up to the front of my dad's house, got out, left the keys in it, door wide open, and still running. He went inside the house like he was hollering like he had to go get something. Just left it there. We was up there and waited. And sure enough, here comes a car cruising by. They kind of stop. Two guys get out, start rifling through it. And we just jump out and pretty much beat the shit out of them. And my middle brother, he's crazy. He ended up jumping in their car and taking off. We had to call like, dude, get back. That's a felony. Get your ass back here.
Like, oh, you want to play the car stealing game, do you?
Hold on, no, he drive away and go, I think I got fucked on that deal. I got a little fucking Chevette, and they're sitting there with a caddy.
It was great because, like, we called the cops on them after we beat the shit out of them, had them laying in the yard. And the cops are about to arrest us for, assault and all that stuff. And one of our neighbors came out and was like, no, they were trying to carjack this guy. Like,
yeah.
So they put it back as pretty much a self-defense. And they asked if we wanted to press charges for carjacking and assault, which would have been, felonies. Like, no, just, get these guys out of here because they have been breaking into other people's stuff. Yeah. And after that, no one's cars got broke into for the longest time on that street.
Right. You can always tell when the neighborhood car thief goes to jail because it'll be months and months and months where it's quiet, and the next thing you know, that one day you fuck up and forget to lock your door and you pass out because you had too many bourbons talking shit on YouTube, and you wake up and you go in there and you're fucking your console's open and your papers and shit are all flowing everywhere. You're like, God, motherfucker.
Took your pennies.
The worst thing is, this has happened to me over my life, just different times, different neighborhoods, different situations, but I never, ever get lucky enough to catch these motherfuckers in the act. Never.
Hey, I came out of Home Depot one day over there on Richmond Road. Had my work van. It's full of saws and everything, and I parked it towards the outdoor. So I come out and I see a car with its trunk open right next to my van. As I get closer, I see the motherfucker sit there, and he starts closing he closes his trunk and takes off. I was within 5 foot of getting to him before he left. When he left, I heard my chop saw go tumbling. He took off so fast in the back. I was that close to catching his ass.
Yeah.
They sneaky.
Oh, it's funny. We all piled out of Toyota one day. It's a guy works with his name Jan. He went in Lowe's in Georgetown, came out, and somebody went through his damn work truck, stole a bunch of shit. Yep. We all fucking jumped in the work trucks, went to the pawn shops. We was driving all over Georgetown. We was telling people what the car looked like, calling people in Georgetown we knew looking. I was like, you know what? That motherfucker probably hit the road and went straight to Lexington.
Oh, yeah. Man, have you seen that movie Dog with Channing Tatum yet?
No, actually, I just seen a trailer for it not too long ago.
Man, you gotta watch that shit. I sat there last night and watched that. That's a fucking awesome movie for a a G. Is it a PG for a PG rated movie? It's
Yeah.
badass. It really is. That dog reminds me so much of my dog, just fucking set in his own ways. You know, it's just crazy. You know, but you can't help but love him. So
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, I think the way to go with the house pet's the lizard. I really do.
the lizard,
Yeah.
yeah, is he going to attack a criminal,
I mean, honestly, if I threw him, if I had
or
him
is
in
that
my
what you got
hand,
Stacy for?
if I could just toss him on the criminal, he'd probably fuck him up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've had a few whelps on my arms from them bastards. They tough.
He's a tail whipping some bitch, and his claws are. He scratches the shit out of me every time I put him up in his cage. Every time I do, because what he'll do is when I pick him up, he'll wrap his claws around my hand and tighten up because he wants to get away. So I just got to grab hold of him real good. And that motherfucker is, I mean, he's like sliced me open a couple times.
Yeah,
Shit.
Yeah, he don't fuck
yeah,
around.
they're badass. Yeah, you know, I learned with them though, when they bite you, fucking let it happen. Don't pull back, because when you pull back is when it slices you.
Yeah,
If you
okay,
go ahead and
'cause of
leave your
teeth.
if you leave your finger in there, you're fine, and he'll open up. But if you fucking jerk back, shit, yeah, they're razor sharp. It'll slice the shit out of you.
That's
I
one
think
thing.
that one
Knock
we had
on
was
wood.
2.5 foot long,
Yeah,
probably maybe 2 foot with the tail. Yeah, he was pretty good size.
That's one thing. Knock on wood with mine. We've had him for quite a while, and he's never once attempted to bite me. Now every now and then I'll pick him up and he'll hold that mouth open like he want to bite me, but he ain't never came at me biting. Now he'll tail whip the shit out of a motherfucker though. He'll slap the shit out of
Yeah.
you with his tail.
Chapow!
I remember one time Maya, she leaned down. She said, "Look, Daddy, he likes me." I said, "Yeah." I said, "You better watch that tail." As soon as I said it, slapped her right in the cheek. She just looked at me.
Ooh.
I said, "I told you better watch that damn tail." But so yeah, we had a hell of a time in Florida. I'm talking. I think that we had the booze fucking stock that would rival any restaurant down there while we were down there at the condo.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking gallons of alcohol, and we didn't really
Gotta
come
have
back
it.
home with too much, considerably.
Well, I like all of it. We went to drink that we were going to drink before the damn fishing trip. How much did we drink?
None.
0.
Well, we got out there and 2 of them puked, and one of them had to. He got the sweats, but he didn't end up throwing up. But man, honestly, as hard as we had to fight on that boat, I couldn't even think about drinking.
On my knees, I wished I'd had knee pads, because I mean my knees were constantly against that little rail. You
Yeah.
know, and it's like I don't know. It's pretty rough out there. I mean, it ain't for everybody, but I enjoyed it. It was okay. You know,
It was fun.
It's not sport. It's not. That's not sport fishing. That's drop your shit on top of a school of fish that are hungry. You know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
it
that's
was cool.
the thing. Like, I think it's badass to go out there just in the middle of the ocean and get some fish that you can't get at home. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that right there, compared to what we do in these creeks and ponds, shit, that's easy. That's easy fishing right there.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I'm talking, we go out there on the kayaks in the creek blind, and you just know what to look for. Tree down, roots in the tree, rock a good rock ledge, throw it up underneath a motherfucker, pow, pull a smiley out. But you got to work for them, and you don't know what they're hitting on. I've switched 5 or 6 baits till I even got a bite some days.
In a creek or in a river?
Creeks, lakes, and ponds. The motherfuckers,
every time I've been to a creek, it always hits. It always hits. And, you know, it may not keep hitting, but I'm telling you, I can throw in the first 1 or 2 times in any creek and just about have something. It's with like a yellow, one of them spinners with a yellow skirt or a white skirt.
Rooster tail.
Yeah, they love them fucking yellow bugs.
Oh, yeah, I throw them rooster tails out. But I tell you what, honestly, I can catch fish all day long in the creek with night crawlers. But I'm talking about fish that you want to I'm talking about the fish you want to take a picture of.
You would be proud of.
Yeah, but we went to in Richmond, this place called Jigwater Road. Me and my buddy Casey, and I tell you, we burned them up out there. It was wild too. We had to walk back in there a couple miles to get to where we were really fishing at. It was a nice little deep spot in the creek where a spring came down in, and where that warm water hit that cold water, them smallies were all in that motherfucker. But it was wild. We're walking down through there, snakes swimming past us in the water while we're walking down through there. I tell you, I had fishing pole was a goddamn snake slapper after that.
Yeah.
I had it. I was just holding it over my shoulder going down there. I seen that first snake. I flipped it over, put the tip of it in the water. I said, "No, it's my only defense right now."
Man, that sounds like a porno, Justin. The snake whipper. Just
The
put the
snake
tip
whipper.
in. Yeah.
Just a tip, just for a
Just
second.
the tip. Yeah.
Yeah, but all in all, it was a hell of a time. Music roulette, that was a hell of a thing. Pass the jukebox around, play some tunes.
That's
That-
funny as fuck.
Everybody pick a song. And it was cool because then you could get people. They would have a song and somebody play something they wouldn't expect, and then it would change their
it'd go
whole
right off.
mindset
Yeah.
of what they were trying to pick. But I bring that up to bring up my guy, the has been, because when it comes to music, he's been at one of the biggest festivals in the country every year, Louder Than Life. So, sir, give us a little backdrop on Louder Than Life. How was it? Did you see what's the wildest shit you seen, the drunkest shit you seen, the coolest shit you seen? Like, give us a rundown on being ground level at Louder Than Life all weekend.
Well, 4 days is a lot. It's a fucking lot.
Were you looking for the volume button to turn it down a little after a while?
Yeah. Certain things were ingested and made the weekend a whole lot better.
Yeah.
And you got to see a lot of good bands, man. That's what like one of my buddies, we're kind of just chilling watching it was Papa Roach.
Oh yeah.
He's like, man, that's what's good about these big festivals, because you'll see bands you never would think to go, pay money to go see in the first place.
Yeah.
And you get to see so many. Because, Papa Roach came through Lexington. We'd be like, depending on how much the tickets are, if I had a time off or anything like that. But you take time off for these festivals, you see everything. Yeah, I saw Alice Cooper, Tenacious D, Slipknot, Chevelle, Incubus, Clutch, Mastodon, Lamb of God. Like there was, you name it, it was there. That type of style. Yeah, there's Tenacious D right there. No, it was a good time. Got to see more unintentional titties than I saw intentional titties.
Would you go over and slap them and tell them put those things up? Those weren't allowed out right there.
No, they're just like, they just walked by and like most of the girls had like damn near nothing on. They're like, oh, it's hot, and start like waving their shirt or something. And their titty just falls out. They're like, oh, whoops, put it back.
Act like a blind man. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, my titty slipped.
Nah, man, one of the craziest thing I saw was this drunk chick climbed up like, those like 4-post like tower poles or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like 4 posts with like a bunch of crisscrosses in it, and they use it for like right on the side of the stage.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those. This girl climbed up the top of it. It was holding up like a big sign for a bathroom. She climbed all the way up to the top, kicked the sign out, and this is why Papa Roach was going on. And she started losing her mind, screaming for Papa Roach, all that stuff. Like, yeah, it's my favorite band. Up there, just going nuts. And there's like 4 cops around the bottom of it, just looking at her, just like, ma'am, can you come down? Just come down. Like Taylor's like, we're not going up there to get you. You will come down eventually.
That would be hard to
yeah.
do. A security position at something like that. That would be
Oh,
hard
yeah.
to do. Yeah, so many assholes out there, having a good
Well,
time.
that's the thing.
but then
I sat
turn
there and
into
watched them for a
dickheads.
minute. I was like, this is probably going over them. I'm going to take me a fat shit and I'll be back. And took off, did that, came back, and she was still up there. I was like, holy hell.
They
So
was
that's
over
okay.
at the
I
donut
watched her
place,
for a few
weren't they?
more minutes, and I was talking to somebody about it, and then she started climbing down. And dude, by the time she put 1 foot on the ground, they grabbed her by the arm, ripped her off of that thing, put handcuffs on her. And she's like, "Fuck you, pig!"
Oh shit!
It was pretty good. And it got to
And
meet a
what
lot
was
of
the
people.
music festival? What was it?
Louder than life.
Yeah, there's Kiss. That was one of the
Where
pictures
was
I
it?
quickly took. I got a better spot to see them. They were damn good. They did not sound their age, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Who, Kiss?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. And then you listen to Ozzy right now, some of the new shit he's put out.
Oh yeah.
To somebody that can barely talk and fucking start throwing his vocals around like that. That's insane. So
That's like Alice Cooper was one of the best shows there, just because his like performance. He had a lot of stuff going on around him.
was
Like
he there
he
this
didn't
time?
jump and run around the stage a lot. He just kind of like
Yeah.
walked around and sung. If you look closely, on his left hip, he's got a holster, and that was his mic holster. Like as he'd let the guitars and drums and bass do solos and stuff, he'd just like flip the mic around and slide it in that holster, and just start
Hell.
just like pointing at the guitarist or whoever is doing it, just like promoting them.
Yeah.
Well, did you see Chili Peppers the other day on the
Yeah.
MTV? Man, I'm telling you, does he not look like an old porno star now with his short Anthony with his short hair
Dude,
and
his little bow
Freddie
cut
Mercury
going on.
fucking mustache? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a bow cut now.
That's what it looks like, is a bow cut.
Pretty much, yeah.
But Anthony Kiedis has always been a wild boy, though. He's always had some wild shit going on. That's for sure.
Well,
so who out
of
everybody you've seen, who's your like your favorite or like your top three? Like just fucking out of everybody, they just melted faces off. The crowd was crazy. Everything was like fucking nuts. Like, was there three that were like, well, what was the standouts? You know what I mean? Like, who just like rocked the fucking house?
He don't remember. He took some extracurricular activities down and ingested something. He's done admitted to that.
You're not wrong, but
what you didn't know, JG, is I went with him.
Oh, did you?
Oh
yeah.
Oh, one arm. Get it, boy. Man, that's a nice disguise. How you get your hair to grow back so fast?
I love his fucking tattoo, though. In memory of my left arm. I was like, that's my fucking spirit animal right there. Yeah. It's my goddamn spirit animal right there. But, no, my bad. But, like, the bands
that guy was pretty cool. I hung out with him all throughout Mastodon. It was a good time.
I'm really pissed that you did not get him on this show. It's 5-finger Fiasco. I probably would have kicked JG off just to have him on. I mean, he could just talk one-handed shit all day.
Ain't this a bitch? The old man gets the axe every damn time.
I mean, I can't kick the has-been off. He's bringing me my spirit animal. And
well, would not be like the Brady Bunch with like 9 cubes there, like Hollywood Squares? And then you'd have to fill more seats.
I would just I'd have to get rid of you. For sure.
All you gotta do is say it. You don't quit fucking sending me the links, Justin. I'll quit responding to you.
You're one racist comment from getting us banned. I'm just waiting on it.
Yeah, I'm sure. What did it, Beaner?
And there it is. No,
but, I love beanie weenies. What are you talking about? I'm so hungry I could eat a Mexican. No.
Jesus Christ. But anyway, we've interrupted him with our bullshit too many times.
Like, one quick thing is, like, he was telling me how because of his arm being missing, he got more pussy because of it than anything else.
Oh, sure. Because he could fill some women up with that thing. Yep.
Yeah.
That's a
he's had one or two. Like, he's like, man, I put it in him, and I was like, I can't feel the wall. Like, what the hell? And she's like, well, how about you shove that in me? He's like, I've rubbed a condom up my arm before and shoved it up in a girl.
Yeah, get one of them ones they work on the cows with, one of them full fucking sleeves.
And he had like a little nub in there, man. He'd like flick the nub. Like, so he'd like shove it up in there and just be like a little piece of skin he had in there and he'd flick it around.
Oh my God. That's terrible.
Yeah. Hike that moo-moo up, Bessie. Time for your insemination. Oh,
But no,
shit.
man, I'd have to say the ones that did the best show that like got the crowd moving. Tenacious D will be number one on that one.
Badass.
They were. Everyone was singing for them. Like, yeah,
Now,
they like,
when is that band? Is that Jack Black?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Jack Black and
So he was
KD.
there.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
he's
I took that picture.
So he's a full member. He's with them all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He's the lead singer of the band.
Yeah, I got you.
But all these pictures I put are all from Has Been. This is his personal stock.
yeah.
I'm fat. Fuck off.
But,
Man, Lamb of God was good. They put a hell of a show on.
Who is it? Land of God.
Lamb of God, yeah.
Lamb of God. I haven't heard of them. Now, is this is not a Christian thing? No, not if you got
Far from it.
Far from it. Okay.
Yeah, probably closer to the complete opposite spectrum of that.
So where is it? Where they hold it at? Where were you? Is this in Louisville or?
Yeah, this is in Louisville.
Okay.
I tell you what, the past 3 weeks, Louisville has been rocking and rolling. We had Bourbon and Beyond, then Louder Than Life, and this weekend is St. James Art Fair, and then there's an art show right around the corner from that, and the Taco Festival this weekend. So your boy's gonna be appreciating some fine art and eating some fine ass tacos this weekend. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out and about in the city. So, Tenacious D, Lamb of God. Give us your third. Who anybody?
Man, it's a toss up between 9 Inch Nails and Body Count.
Body Count.
That was good. That was real good. Both of 9 Inch Nails just put on a good show, but Body Count got the crowd moving. I didn't send you any of the videos I had, but no, they were just. It got pretty violent. Saying it not as bad as Lamb of God. Lamb of God got fucking violent.
Yeah.
Nah, they were good. They really got in with the crowd. I like seeing Ice-T just like talk shit to everybody. Like at one point, he's just like, "Motherfuckers, y'all are weak ass pussies. I'm almost 60 years old, and I can take any one of you motherfuckers right now." It's like, I'll take the biggest one in the crowd. Come on up.
Did you know that, JG? Did you know that Ice-T from the Law and Order shows was the front man for a metal band?
Did not know that. So, and what's he with? Lamb of God or Body Count?
He's with Body Count.
Yeah, he's the lead vocals for Body. Yeah, and he's been in that group since what, late '80s, early '90s.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to get Steve Austin in there with him, don't he? Don't they do that commercial together?
Yeah.
The Tide Pods or whatever.
Yeah.
He could have fucking Ding Dong show up there and be his bodyguard for a little bit.
Yeah.
No, you should definitely check out. Just like get it up on your little magic computer over there with the big keyboard numbers, or letters, so you can see. Yeah.
Yeah. At least I got all mine. Look.
Yeah, that is
35 years of carpentry, and they all there, Justin. Ooh,
what? All what? Your fingers?
All my fingers, buddy.
Well, fucking show off.
Yeah, no, you talk about, hey, watch that movie, not to change subject, but while I got it in my old ass head, Kevin Nash played in John Wick, did a fucking killer job as the door guy to the hotel. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So all of a sudden I'm watching this movie Dog, and the dog gets loose, and Channing Tatum chases the dog through the woods, and all of a sudden he gets shot in the fucking leg with a dart gun because he's done breached a fucking cannabis grow place. Yeah. Well, all of a sudden he sees the guy that shoots him, turn around. I look at this guy. I'm like, I know this motherfucker. About 6'2", 6'3", muscles, fucking what's the bib overalls? It's fucking Kevin Nash, and they fucking get to be buddies in the movie. It's funny. You gotta watch that movie. It's a good movie.
If you can, JG, you need to go check out All Lives Matter.
All Lives Matter.
Or sorry, not All Lives Matter, but No Lives Matter. That's it.
No, okay.
By
Am I
Body
gonna-
Count.
No Lives Matter by Body Count. Okay.
I'm
I
about to
will.
pull it up for you right now.
Pull it out, Justin. You go ahead and pull it on out. See if Stacy don't slap the shit out of you.
Well, you know, sometimes that happens.
Yeah, is that just a new doorbell? I got it out again, honey. Slap me. Come on, I'll give you 30 minutes to stop.
No, but he mainly talks about like how Black Lives Matter is an issue, but in general, like when it comes to it, no lives matter. It's like to the people, the rich, powerful, they don't give a shit about who you are. You know, they're just using race as a way to split everybody.
Right. But I mean, you think about it. You know, people are sitting there blaming people, and then you got
Y'all hear
all
that?
these people saying,
No, we can't hear.
we can't hear shit.
No.
Justin,
No.
What the fuck? Take iced tea off my damn thing.
Now, like one of the things is like one of the lines in there.
Well, my bad.
Like,
I don't know why you couldn't hear it.
It's like even the white people that they call trash.
Yeah.
It's like just you know, don't get me wrong, racism exists, but that ain't it. You know, we need to let them know we're tired of their shit, that type of stuff. It's like, yeah, don't be weak individual and use race as a reason to not like anybody.
Right. Well, I do notice as I get older, and you all will probably experience it too. You just you get so tired of fucking the same shit happening day in and day out. You know, people steal, people rob, and you know it's at all levels. It's not just down for the poor people. You got motherfuckers out there with road contracts from the government, and they know they ain't supposed to have them, making millions of dollars. Well, but we're keeping all these people employed, and you know, to me, I don't want to sound like a religious freak or anything like that, but people need to actually get something in their life other than themselves in social media.
I agree.
So, you know, it drives me crazy. I don't know. It's just such a different setup now, and it's spiraling out of control. It's coming faster and faster at us. And you know, I listen to talk radio during the day, and you know, it's definitely Republican oriented. You know, Trump lover and all that other stuff. And it's, but you know, just to listen to the way they bash the Democrats, and I get it, but I still have not had a chance to sit there and listen to a Democratic show bash the Republicans as far as the talk radio. I mean, because this whole, you know, it seems like even all the way up to cruisers on there in the late afternoon.
Yeah.
Chris Plant is one of them. He tickles the shit out of me. I mean, he's just I mean, he's kind of a common sense guy, but he's kind of a dickhead too, you know. But I mean, people just need to figure, you know, what the fuck do you want in life? You know, if you want something in life and they don't offer it in that country, go to another fucking country. Don't try to change this country to suit your agenda.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. It's kind of weird. And, you know, the kids that you all are raising right now, you know, I'll be lucky if I got another 10 or 15 years, you know, and some of the shit I see coming kind of scares the shit out of me for my family. You know, it's just you almost have to shoot people now to get them the fuck off of you. You know, what the law and order's gone, you know, just everything's gone all to shit.
Have you
it's
heard
all Justin's fault?
Have you heard? Well, I will claim my piece of the responsibility for this world, but it ain't all my fault. But what I will say is, have you seen this new law passed in fucking Chicago? The Purge law?
Yeah.
Nah, I think I heard something about it. I
You
wasn't paying
talking
much attention to
about,
it.
I tell you right now, they pass that shit. You ain't gonna want to go to Chicago for nothing.
Right, right. But I mean, is it on the certain days or is it all the week?
No.
And they're gonna pass it basically.
I did hear
Basically,
that. I did hear
if,
that. I did hear that.
if they can't
no
basically
time.
if they can't indict you for something, you just out on the street,
Right,
no
right.
matter what
Even
it is.
that's what they said.
But
Even
but
a
not even
violent
that.
crime with a gun, you don't even have to post bond or anything.
No.
Yeah,
And the
that's
thing about
kinda
that is
fucked up.
too, there's a list of things that they're not going to report for. Like the police won't even get out of their chair for a bunch of shit now. So like, bro, here's my thing with the bullshit. With everything going on, inflation, gas prices up and down crazy. Fucking what else? Fucking Russian conflict, supply chain breakdowns, food shortages, over 145 food processing plants burned down, fertilizer trains derailed, fertilizer stopped coming from countries because of sanctions, and all this going on, and you pass a law for lawlessness. What in the fuck is that supposed to fix? You know what I'm saying? So if you look at it, every move made during all this shit, nothing equals fix this shit back to normal. That's what makes me laugh. People, well, when life goes back to normal,
It ain't going back to normal. It's
back
fucking
to
like I say,
normal.
yeah.
They're not doing nothing but doubling and tripling it down on the crazy shit. It ain't. You got one way to go right now. Worse. That's the only motherfucking way you're going. The people in charge that pull the strings to make it like that can, the ones that are doing it are the ones that they are looking at to fix it. Like, well, motherfucker, you ain't ever heard of being caught up in an okey doke. This is
Okey doke.
the motherfucking table is tilted and it's not your way. It's the ball's not rolling in your direction, son. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people, in 2024 election, 2024, the fuck do you think it's going to look like here in 2024? It is getting progressively worse by the day in 2022 and has been since probably 20. Well, we can go back real far, but nevertheless, it's progressing at a very high rate. By 2020,
and it's not just the United States. I mean, because they got that new prime minister in Spain. Where was it?
Italy.
Italy.
You talking about the female?
Yeah. They were talking about her today. I haven't heard a whole lot, but
she is amazing for the Italian people. But I'm gonna tell you what. The funny thing,
she cuckoo, isn't she?
Well, no, I don't think so. They're trying to paint her that way, but that's the mainstream media. They don't like
what's going on with her.
She actually the UN told them that they were going to put sanctions on Italy if they voted her in, and they voted in. She's basically their Donald Trump. She's she's a conservative, populist type character for them. But here's the trick: the EU is fucked because Russia is cutting off everything they gave to them.
The rich people get scared, ain't they?
Russia's like this. So here's the thing: I've seen a lot of the American the patriotic conservative channels, like they look at that as a win against the establishment that she got in, and it is for the Italian people. But here's the trick: Russia is putting the pinch on Europe. She is pro people. Our country's printing off billions of dollars, enticing a war with Russia and fucking our people over left and right. Italy's not about to be a free pro-choice people and side with us because our government's not pro-choice for us. So they're going to side with Russia. Like, motherfucker, like, they are not going to come fuck with us. Not if they got any fucking sense.
Yeah, everybody better be digging their Bibles out, the believers and the non-believers, because I'm telling you, that fucking the clock's ticking, and it's ticking fast.
We're going down some wild times, my friend.
We are. You know, did you see where they put that little satellite in orbit to hit that planet, knock it off course, or knock that not a planet, like a big moon rock or
coming toward Earth. An asteroid coming toward
what
Earth.
they're doing, no, they're actually trying to. They're going out in front of themselves and trying to see if they can actually divert a big asteroid with a satellite that explodes upon impact.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they took and they flew one out there and went way the fuck out there where it wasn't supposed to do anything. This asteroid actually had a moon asteroid orbiting it, and it showed it, and they had successful launch today. And I'm like, you know, you just blew up a machine that costs like fucking $80 billion. Can you not land that motherfucker on that rock and slowly push it with some thrusting? You know, about like a boat. You just barely turn that motherfucker a little bit. It goes a different way in the water, and then you fucking extract that and you reuse that $80 billion machine. You know, they just fucking, you know, it's like Crash Up Derby with government money. You know, oh, we just fucking blew up 80 billion of your dollars on some asteroid. I understand what they're doing, but I'm just saying, why not try to, you know, there's going to be a Sanford and Son out there in space soon, and he's going to be collecting all this fucking precious metal and hitting all these planets and all these old fucking satellites. You know, use your head, guys. You know, trash is worth something. So, I don't know. Free money for everybody. Print me some, J Wall.
See, this goes to my point with these motherfuckers. You print off all this money and give it and send it to other countries and all this other dumb shit. All of our shit's getting more expensive out here. And then you're sending millions of dollars worth of silly shit off into the space, and you're telling everybody that you're hitting asteroids and deflecting shit. From what I've seen, you cannot trust that these dumb shits didn't hit that motherfucker and put it right on course to blow us up. I mean, God, these are some of the wildest motherfuckers we've ever met. Like,
well, I tell you what, we need to one up.
Here's my other thing. I would strongly suggest that none of us be okay with them shooting shit into space. Stop it.
That's what I told them. I said, look at here, honey. They done knocked it back on course, and the moon fucking flung off. It's coming towards Earth, and we don't have another machine. We just blew it up.
What is that movie that we did on Movie Militia?
Don't Look Up.
With Billy Bob and all of them?
Have you seen that? Don't Look Up, JG?
No.
With Leonardo DiCaprio in it?
I have not.
You have got to watch that movie. That is the fucking... I think that's the best end of days asteroid movie I've ever fucking seen in my life. It is.
Okay, so it's an asteroid movie. I thought maybe it was a porn, because that title would fit in anything else. You know, this would be a good memoir for
that
a little
movie.
Slut.
That movie would be Always Look Up.
Always Look Up. No, don't look up. Wear your glasses.
You got to keep your eye on your prize. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, the prize is coming. Don't worry about it. We'll definitely. If I miss it, the next one coming in, I'll hit it, buddy. Don't worry about it.
But what did you think, Has Been? I forgot your review on it. I love that fucking movie.
What? Don't Look Up?
Yeah. As far as asteroid movies,
it's damn near how humans would do. We listen to some quote unquote genius that is out of touch with reality, and he would try to, you know, use it as a way to make himself profitable, or make it profitable. It would fail, doom everybody else, and then he'd try to escape, killing himself with everyone else with him.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty accurate.
It's mainstream
scary.
TV fucking scaring everybody is what it's doing, and they're doing a good job.
But I tell you, the way they did it, and the way our politicians and our mainstream media and these billion-dollar globalist CEOs are, scary how realistic that motherfucking movie really is.
Very much so.
Yeah,
So where
it's
y'all
pretty
going when
fucking
this
wild.
happens? Where y'all headed? Yeah, you figure out what you're going to do in your last fucking hour and a half while the Earth tumbles off its axis and slowly goes through the space burning up.
Well, it all depends
You think?
on where I'm at the time. But
Yeah,
I'd
you
like to
think
be
when we go through another planet, they'll go, that smells like chicken.
honestly, if I knew it was going down, I'd probably I don't know, I'd
You'd be
probably like
crying
to
like a little bitch, wouldn't you?
I think I'd like to just eat a whole bunch of mushrooms and be like, all right, well, we're just gonna take her out right.
Man, think about how many people are going to shoot themselves in the head. You know,
I
take it
wouldn't
like
do
a
it.
man,
The way
motherfucker.
I see it,
Damn.
it's gonna happen. And my thing is, yeah, it's probably a world ender, everybody's gone. But just by chance, somehow it breezes past me, then I'm gonna stick around. I'm just gonna make
Look
sure it's a
here. Let's
world
say, look,
ender. You know, I'm gonna make sure
80,000
it's a
years
world
later.
ender.
Let's see. What the Big Bang #2? A species by the name of Jaywall and cockroaches survived. Now,
Yeah.
how he's going to reproduce, I don't know. Maybe he's a genre of a cockroach. Is that
Well, I
how
mean,
that
just think about
works?
this. What are they like? All right, the asteroid's going to impact in 1 hour. You know, kiss your ass goodbye, and then like you shoot yourself in the head, and then the asteroid hits and like, oh shit, our calculations was wrong. It really
Yeah.
only took out Ohio, and everybody's like, well, that's actually a win. So
Yeah.
you know, and we all just went back to our lives. You know what I mean? And then you'd be like, oh, but look, this dumb shit shot himself. What a fucking idiot. you know.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
I'm
So
pretty
no.
sure I'm gonna be sitting there with my woman going, "Look at this, honey. Look at this, honey. Oh, come on, touch it one more time. Come on, it's getting ready to hit. Come on, baby.
I mean,
Lucky
honestly,
number 7."
I'd like to just be doing something I'd like to do. Like I said, eat some shrooms. I'd just be watching a
Hold
movie
on,
and it just
you doing
happened.
something you like to
Drink,
do all the
drink,
time, J Wall?
yeah, drink a bourbon. If he's having a bourbon, you know, maybe smoking a fat doobie or some like primo shit. I don't know. Like it's your last time. What are you gonna do? Run around crazy? Eat
No, you
something
gonna run.
good?
Now, you ain't gonna go out there and pick up a pipe wrench and go, "I'm gonna miss you, buddy."
Nah, fuck no. I've already put the pipe wrench down and picked up the paint roller, my friend.
The
I've
paint
already.
roller, yeah. Just because you like the fumes, I know where that's headed.
You know,
It
well,
does smell better than shit, don't it?
all growing up, they told me that fucking most painters are alcoholics. I was like, well, might as well marry the two, baby. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I told you about the
Speaking
old
of
drunk
which,
man used to fucking get drunk when we drop him off on the job. I'd be a kid. My dad would take this guy, his name was Lee Shea, take him down to the river, drop him off down there. He couldn't get home. And then he'd fucking
I'm
sit there
making
and
a
paint
drink,
all
but I'm
day,
listening.
making a drink. So he'd sit there and paint all day. Well, Dad would show up down there about 3 or 4 hours later, and this motherfucker be drunker than shit. Dad knew there's no way. He checked all this shit before he dropped him off, how he was getting liquor on the job. Did it like a week with him every day. Come down there, he'd be fucked up. Finally, he started to notice that there was a little bit of paint around the lips of the painter. Looked down in the fucking gallon bucket of paint. He had a pint hidden down in the paint. He would pull it out, wipe the lid off, drink it, put it right back down in the paint. Smart.
Holy shit.
Smart. Yeah. He knew what was happening. Look, I'm seeing Jay Wall from the backside there. It's not a pretty sight. What's that little magic towel he got hanging up there?
I don't know.
What is that? Is he on a deck? Is he on an island? Is he on Jay Wall Island? Oh, it's a shirt on the back of a chair. I'm sorry. I thought it was Groot.
Oh, the shirt on the back of the chair, huh?
Yeah.
The old shirt on the
yeah.
back of the chair trick, eh? All right, so louder than life. That was wild. What about you, Jay? You ever been a big concert guy?
I have not. I do not get along with people. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of as good as I get along with everybody. I do not care for crowds. I'm fine in them. Don't have any problems with them. But it's not. I'd rather invite 4 or 5 people, 10, 12 people over to the house and party and have a good time and listen to music on. You know, seeing a live band just doesn't do it for me. Never has. The music does it. The music's cool. But to watch somebody get up there and do their silly ass shit up there with a guitar, You know, it's like people watching me do woodwork. You know, you didn't pay to watch me do the woodwork. You paid for that end product, that fucking song, that fucking nice job.
Yeah.
You know, 9 times out of 10, the entertainers not all they're cracked up to be. You know that.
That is, I've been to some concerts and were definitely letdowns. But man, I don't know, but I've been to some though where it's like when you got this whole group of people and they're fucking rocking out, and it's like
That was the drugs,
it's a
Justin.
whole
That was the
vibe.
drugs.
You know what I
That
mean?
wasn't a concert. No, I think I would like a mosh pit. I know my knees and my shoulders can't handle it right now, but I mean, when I was younger, I figured I would enjoy the shit out of a mosh pit. You know,
Yeah.
up to about 40 years of age. You know, after that, it's downhill. So
Why didn't you ever try it out, man?
I don't know. You know, you got fucking 3 kids wanting to eat, and daddy can't work because he broke his leg in a mosh pit. You know, you got to be kind of smart about shit, Justin. You can't smoke that last cigarette when the cops are outside the window.
Right? Yeah. Well,
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
I
You just
proved
egging
it.
him on there, mullet. You know,
I proved
you always
that you
gonna be
can light
mullet
it.
to me.
I proved
Huh?
that you could light that cigarette,
Mhm.
but they proved to me that I could not smoke it. You know what I mean?
Smoke it. They took that shit from you, didn't
yeah. I lit it, but I didn't get to finish
they?
it.
Who was it? I sit there and watch the news every night, and some motherfucker from Adair County or something the other day, young boy, buffed up, little cut off T-shirt. I don't know. He looked pretty torquey, but that fucking head was worn out. Apparently, he did something that tried to run from the cops, and they got a hold of him. You know, to
Oh,
me,
shit.
that's okay. That's okay. You know, if you in jail, you in jail for a reason. You got scratches on you, you got a black eye, you in there for a reason, and you got those for a reason. You know,
Yeah.
those are fucking patches. Those are war patches. You know about that, mullet.
Fuck
Oh,
the
shit.
Look, he's
police.
gone to sleep over there. Look at, hold on.
He done.
Is he in an easy
fell
boy?
out on us.
Did he?
I'm in a nice reclining chair. No,
Oh,
I
okay.
just
You guys
I
are
gotta have
done.
to disagree with you on that one, man. No, fuck that. Cops will find reasons to put you in jail.
Yeah.
I ain't never had no problems out of them. I mean, everyone I've ever been, I've only been hooked up with them a couple times, but I mean, you know, I don't know.
Well,
I just don't have any problems with
I've
them.
had cops target my family. I've run into a lot of bad, dirty cops. I have a few cops that are, friends of mine. And I told them, if I ever found out they're being dirty, I don't give a shit if they're wearing a badge or not. I was gonna whoop their ass.
Well, you know how you can buy pot seeds
Yeah.
through the mail. I
Yeah.
bought this for some cops one day. I figured, all the cops need this.
Donut seed.
Donut seeds. You know what's in there? Cheerios.
Where the fuck did
Nah,
you get
man,
that at?
I'm just saying, I've had
That's
cops
a
try to
plant.
arrest me because I
That's
told him,
a-
told a cop to go fuck himself. I'm like, well, you're disturbing the peace. I'm like, no, I'm just pissing you off. That ain't a crime. Fuck you.
You know,
Right.
if you tell me to go fuck myself, you're gonna have to sit there and watch while I do it. You know that, don't you?
I'll watch it. I don't give a shit.
Damn it.
Hell, you never know. I might be in the mood.
No,
to
no,
join
you
in
ain't.
with you.
No, you are not joining in, you big hairy bastard. No.
What do you got there hanging there? You got an airplane? Is that one of those airplanes made out of pop cans by chance?
You got a
Yeah.
Coke
Isn't that
plane?
cool? Yeah, it's
Those
a
are
Coke plane.
badass.
You know, that's how I used to transport my Coke from Miami. The Coke plane.
The Coke plane?
Yeah, it would come in. No, that's something one of the kids bought me. They even got the card on it. Got fucking, I don't know how much does. Can Do Planes is the name of it. Where are they out of?
Can-Do planes.
They're out of North Carolina.
I
This was
bet
at
you-
a crap show. Probably came from St. James. No,
I
it was
was
probably
about to say-
Woodland.
I bet you I'll see that this weekend somewhere.
Look, the shit works. You don't get that no more. You buy a fucking $80,000 car and shit don't work. You buy a $25 plane out of pop cans, that shit works. What else you want to see there, Justin?
I'm gonna come borrow that from you, JG. I'm gonna.
It's
We'll
got a
take it up
weight
in
limit
sky.
there, chunky butt. You know you're too big for that.
I am. I
You
do
are.
have fat ass. I'm fat. Fuck off. Hey,
Did your woman
hey,
go
Walt,
with you?
throw that shirt picture up real quick.
Did your woman go with you?
Oh yeah.
Did she have a good
Yeah.
time?
Oh yeah. She enjoyed herself.
Now, do
I got
your
to
kids
watch,
go to this shit with you? I mean, don't you have kids? You got
No,
How many you
I ain't
got?
kids.
None?
Hell no.
You know you can buy them nowadays, don't you?
Yeah, it's still expensive.
Are you saying you don't want none?
No, I'd rather have a
Come
Corvette.
on, man. You can't slap the shit out of a Corvette for stealing a candy bar. You know, there's fucking pride in raising a kid, ain't there, Justin? You can't toss a fucking kid with one arm in the yard because he fouled you under the basketball goal. You
Nah,
know?
Well,
we
you
plan on
wasn't
having
saying
kids
that
this
when
time
it
now.
happened.
No, me and Zach was laughing. That was comedy. Fucking on
Yeah.
Liberty Road. That was live show. Too
Yeah.
bad we didn't have that on the podcast.
You know, I mean, if we had smartphones back then, I don't think we wouldn't be hurting for much right now.
Damn, I
There's-
just figured it out. So
there
many
was-
smartphones,
there was so much
many dumb
shit.
people.
There was so much shit back then. If we had on camera, we would have had just YouTube gold. I mean, shit, just hanging out, fucking on Chantilly and watching all y'all get shitty, and us just running around fucking Cardinal Valley, like all these
Buddy, I wasn't
adventures
there.
we had.
I wasn't there. I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't there.
Oh, you were there. I remember the late night dinners when Trisha would whip y'all up some steak and eggs when y'all was drunker than piss.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I
Good
remember
food.
them days, and I remember that's when we learned about the Crown and Coke. See, we were their bartenders, has been, so they would have us mix up
Learn
a
how to
drink.
mix some drinks early.
We were like, well, you know, one for old man, one for me. We'd always we'd sneak off to Cardinal Valley School, be drinking bourbons and cokes and behind the school while they was over drinking them at the house.
Yeah, we had some good times. Hell, you heard about me and Timmy flipping each other end over end on the front of that house, don't you?
No, but you about to tell it. Let's go with it.
No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you, man. It's special. I have to save that for another episode. So
This is the episode. What are you talking about? You're live right
This
now,
is it.
baby. Don't get the cold
I'm
feet.
always live. I'm always live. There's no cold feet. So we sit there and we're out there. Everybody's in the front yard. All you the kids. I don't think you all were in the mix yet. But you know, there was 4 or 5 of us out there, early 20s, fucked up. You know, the guys were drunk as usual. The girls were sitting on the porch giggling because we were drunk. Next thing I know, me and Timmy get to fucking around. You know, we about the same size. We flip each other end over end from the front porch of that house all the way to Chantilly. And the whole time I got my arm around his neck. And he's just fucking flipping, and then I'm flipping. Next thing you know, stand up, I feel these 2 little jabs to the ribs. I was like, oh, I thought we was playing. And he was like, I'm sorry, man, I couldn't breathe. I was like, well, fuck, all you got to do is tell me. You know, but I mean, we flipped each other fucking half the yard. It was so damn funny to sit there and watch that shit. Just
what I
know
mean?
you've done it. I know you've done it, man. I know you have.
What?
Done all that wild shit with your buddies.
Oh, fuck, man. Like, to me, growing up, we weren't even friends if we didn't fucking fight and dump each other on our heads. And like, I didn't even really know you. Every one of my buddies, like, you know how it is when you're with your buddies. When you're with each other all the time, ball practice, all summer, back and forth, eventually a motherfucker get on your nerves. And there's always that one day, it's like, it's always that one day, it's the breaking point. And somebody says something, and you never knew who it was going to be from. But somebody would always catch an attitude. And the next thing you know, you're grabbing somebody up and you're rolling around. But it only lasts a day. I remember one time, it was funny. We rolled around, me, Zach, and Josh. I get in a fight with Josh, like, fuck Josh. And I just be hanging out with Zach. Then we all be then we'd all be hanging out again, like a day later. And then me and Zach get into it. I'm like, fuck Zach. And we ain't hanging out with Zach. So I just be hanging out with Josh. And then we'd all hung out together. So we would always end up together like hours after this. And it was hilarious. And then they'd be like, fuck me. And I was just on the outs. It was always some shit.
How in the fuck did you get in a fight with Zach? That's one of the easiest going person. He never instigates anything. You know my son's an angel.
Are you fucking nuts? This guy will pick and prod your soul to death if you let him. He's one of the reasons why I'm one of the coldest shit talkers walking. He sharpened my armor over the years. That motherfucker will pick at you relentlessly. but he's hilarious. The funny thing is, like that's the thing. Like when we're on our shit, me and this motherfucker together, like it's bad for people. Like when we were younger at the lake, me and him and Josh get drunk, and anybody that
Oh,
crossed
and
our
fuck yeah.
path, we would
Yeah.
fuck with everybody that would walk past us. It was relentless. That's why this past year,
You didn't fuck with Scott, did you? You know you got to fuck with him a little bit.
no,
Come
you
on,
gotta
man.
fuck with Scott in like different ways than those people.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I have them down
You know
there.
what I
We
used to
get the
like to do with
shine down
Scott?
there.
I used to
What's
like to
that?
do with Scott when he'd get up talking to somebody, he'd sit down and I'd sneak behind him in his chair and I'd move his cup. I used to move his cup and I'd look and he'd turn and look around and shit and I just walk off.
Yeah, half them fuckers down there are still in it. You know, hell, that's good time for a lot of people down there. He throws some good parties. He really does, and puts up with a lot of shit from some people. So
We're gonna have to get has-been out there next year. I'm
do
telling
what?
you, man. We're gonna have to get has-been out there next year. I'm telling you.
You have a
When you
good time, yeah.
when you get down there, it's the most beautiful thing because you ain't got to worry about shit.
You know damn good and well if Art can go down there and survive. You got this lick there, has been.
Oh yeah, Irk didn't want to leave. They were mad at me because
Shit,
I
that
left.
motherfucker was grinning at me the whole damn time he was down there. Yeah, I was laughing my ass off.
Well, we all had good old fistfuls of shrooms that night too, so everybody was smiling.
Yeah. Damn it to
Oh
hell.
shit,
Man, did you see the new fentanyl coming in? The rainbow fentanyl? They had it on the
No,
news
I don't
tonight.
do fentanyl, so I wouldn't know about it.
No,
So,
the thing about it is, it
this some
almost
good
looks like
shit.
fucking little sweet tarts. It
What?
looks like sweet tarts. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I told you about the sidewalk chalk they were sending it in, didn't I? Yeah, they were fucking shipping fentanyl in sidewalk chalk, like what the kids in big round things.
That's
Fresh
exactly
fucking fentanyl.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
you
what
pick
that's
up.
about too. They
It's
ain't
fucked
just
up
they're not just shipping that in to get it in like that. They're purposely
to
trying to
kill
get some
people.
kids to get a hold of that.
Yeah, they're trying to kill people. I mean, and you think about it. You was talking about that earlier. The rich people do this and the poor people do this. Right now, we're going through all this crap that's happening right now. It's fucking population control. I mean, you think about it. People can't continue to have shitloads of kids, and it's just it's got to be hard on the planet. I mean, you think about the amount of plastic that man has put on the planet right now. Are we going to be like the Death Star floating around here in another fucking 2,000-3,000 years? A dead planet, fucking with life still on it. So it's kind of weird. And then fucking has been could be a Viking up there in fucking Antarctica.
Right?
We raiding
Yeah.
other people. Going for
He
that
wasn't
money.
raiding.
I'm no astrologist, but I'm pretty sure we're already floating.
Astrologist or astrologist?
Astrologist. I am that.
Okay.
But what I will say is, I'm pretty sure we're already floating around here, buddy. I don't think we need the plastic.
But we
I
got
think
living shit here. We got
I
living
think
shit here.
I think
Everything
I
getting
think that
killed off. Too many people shitting in the world.
now. Well, I don't know, man. You know
Yeah, I
what's
don't
wild?
know.
Have you ever heard that you could fit the entire population of the world shoulder to shoulder just across the state of Texas? Have you ever heard that? Anybody?
There's this
Let me look this
it's a
up to make sure
video.
that's
It's
accurate.
a video.
Yeah, they actually. You weren't there for it. God
No, I
damn it!
wasn't.
God damn it! It can't be true then. No, it's some fucking smart motherfucker made it up. I guess I don't know. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find this for you. I've heard this a couple times. None of y'all have ever heard this theory.
That's how COVID spread. You don't put everybody shoulder to shoulder because if everybody gets it once, who's going to take care of the planet when we all die?
Mother Nature.
Mother Nature has fucking packed her bags and took off. Have you not noticed? She fucking took one of them high dollar flights. Where is she? Where is she, Justin?
Okay, here we go. Right here. Right here. Let's see here. pull this up for you, fellas. See what you think about this here. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying I heard it before, and I knew I wasn't crazy. It says here. Did you know the whole world's population can fit in the state of Texas? Amazing as it may seem, the
I
entire
have heard that.
population of the
Yeah.
world can be housed in the U.S. state of Texas, and very comfortably indeed, with each person enjoying a living
A third
far
acre?
in excess. A third acre?
I thought they said a third. Yeah, I thought they said like a third or a quarter acre or something like that. Houses. That's. I mean, that's everybody's got their own house in Texas. So what we need to do is everybody move to Texas, and then let the world recoup for about how many 100 years? A couple 100 years.
But my thing is, if that is true, then I don't think this whole overpopulation thing that they've been telling us is
It's
even
fake news.
factual.
Fake news. It's fake news, buddy.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you can fit the world's population in one state, then how are we overpopulated? And think about, have you ever flown?
They're just
JG?
trying to get their ass into Texas. That's all they're trying to do. They're
Have
trying
you
to get in here legally to do this little stint, and then they won't leave. And then we're stuck with them.
the whole world's population?
Yeah.
Well, as long as they stay in Texas, we just know not to go there or obviously
I
now
got family
Chicago.
in Texas. No, I got family in Texas. I have to send them somewhere else.
There's gonna be a whole lot more Jeters.
Not from this one.
Little pack. You're gonna end up having Pakistani Jeters and Chinese Jeters. You're gonna have all kind of fucking Jeters at the world population that hits Texas.
Man,
It's
you know
gonna be
you
crazy.
can't say the P word. What's wrong with you? That's racist,
What?
brother. Pakistani.
What are they called?
Is that the Indian with or without the dot?
Whoa! And what?
That's what I always thought. I thought that was. I said with all due respect. You know, fuck.
That reminds me of fucking Talladega Nights. I mean, with all due respect,
You can say anything you want to.
as long as you say with all due respect, I like.
Yeah.
I like. See, if a president came out and campaigned on that, I'd vote for him. I'm like, you know what, motherfucker, I'm with it. Let's go with that.
There you go, D. Trump. There's your next fucking thing.
But
Jay Walker could be your campaign manager.
I think him running for president 2024 is an awful idea.
Well, he's done pissed so many people off. I like him, and I'm not going to say that I don't. I do like him because he reminds me of my dad a whole lot. No nonsense. Get the job done. You know, if it takes you being a dickhead and hurting somebody's feelings, so fucking what? We got something done. But, you know, they were also saying Ron DeSantis right now is looking like the top pick. I didn't hear who they were talking for a vice president or anything. He said he's the Donald Trump without the fucking baggage, legal problems.
And I think him running
attitude.
and I think him running for president is a bad idea.
Who should run for president? Yoda?
This is why. If you look at the lockdowns, the governors seem to have most of the control. The states with Ron DeSantis, wide open. Texas seem to be pretty good. You know, fucking other states, goddamn, what? Idaho, Montana, the Dakotas.
Idaho.
They were good to go. Missouri, I think well, actually they might have locked down for a little bit, but nevertheless. Kentucky, we didn't get it too fucking bad. But then look at California, New York, Seattle, Oregon, fucking devastated.
Because all the rich fuckers around there licking each other's asshole and telling everybody they're not. You know, they're doing shit behind the curtains, and you know, that's all that is. It's a fucking big orgy up there. And all of a sudden, when the cameras hit, they're like,
here's my point. Here's my point to these states. Chicago, about to have a purge law. This is ridiculous. So here's my thing. The governors had the control, and the states kind of threw down which states were going to be cool and which states are going to be fucked up and remain fucked up. You lose DeSantis in Florida, you may lose Florida. And I think Donald Trump, if he ever was, which I have little to no faith in this motherfucker, but if he ever was to really do some good out here, he should run for governor of New York and clean that motherfucking city back up.
Oh,
But
hold on. By cleaning up, you mean the fucking mafia be all up in there again?
I
Because
think,
it's his style.
yeah,
He's a thug.
I,
He's a thug.
I would much rather deal with mafioso thugs than I would satanic pedophiles, which is exactly who's running this country right now. So, yeah, I would deal with some gangsters.
So you're
Gangsters ain't bad.
you're saying lawless.
You're
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
would you rather? No, not lawless. There's always
That's
law.
a fucking killer movie. No, I'm talking about the movie Lawless. That's what that was all about. Fucking little rich ass shit come down and tried to get some
Yeah.
shit down in the wrong part of town.
So that's my thoughts with that. I think you need stronger governors. I think anybody who really thinks they can like get behind and turn the tide of people in their way of voting, I think you go after the states and you
So they're
regain
gonna have
states.
to. They're gonna have to get away from the parties and actually.
The two-party
Well,
system is a goddamn crock of shit, anyways. It's,
Oh,
yeah, I know, but like
fucking
you say,
stupid.
3-party, there's no way it ever worked. I mean, it just wouldn't happen. You know, they talking about you got 2 that are fucking major players all the fucking time. Then you got the third one over there that's not doing what needs to be done. You're just wasting all them votes and everything. You know, I don't know. I think they need to get away from the parties.
I think they should get rid of
No, you
the
look.
two
Hold on,
parties
because you
we
look
have.
at. Hold on, you let the people have the votes, even with the fake votes and everything else, and fucking Ding Dong still won. You know, so the people. I know there was a lot of weird shit happening, but I mean, the people basically voted them in because they thought that I think the majority of them voted on a Democratic ticket, not knowing what they were putting in office.
But here's my thing. Honestly, here's my thing with the two-party system. It's really one party to me. Here's the thing. The past, name the past election when it came to the final 2 people, the most populous people in the Democrat and Republican Party. I'm gonna throw this to the panel. When's the last election when it came down to the final 2 that it did not feel like you were honestly, it was like a battle between the lesser of 2 evils? When's the last time it hasn't felt like that? Well, that's my thing. But if you look at it, everything that went down during W. Bush basically was the product that led to Obama. He ran on the offset of everything that happened during that administration.
Yeah, the pendulum swings back and forth constantly.
Yeah, which is what they mostly do. But the funny thing is, if you look at once he took office, if you look at the policies, they didn't change, get corrected, fixed. They doubled and tripled down on what was already set up in the administration before and carried it on to the next plateau. And the torch basically has been passed on for so forth. If anything, the 4 years of Donnie J was a bump in the road. But now that we got this fucking guy in office, they just basically picked up. Basically, he's putting us where we would have been 4 years prior if Hillary would have got in.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. You know, you got the 4 years. You look in 2 years, you're still fucking living off of the previous president. So, you know, all these up prices on a lot of this shit, the tariffs and all that other crap. And I could be wrong. I mean, I'm sure I am, but I'm just saying it looks like to me that the first 2 years in office, you might as well not even consider yourself being in office because all the high prices and a lot of that shit are results of from tariffs that Donald Trump put on people. You know, we got so that we as a people, you know, it's kind of like you're hiring a magician to come in and run your country, and you know he's not going to do fucking right, but you're kind of hoping you got 50-50 chance that it's going to come out good. Well, guess what? It ain't come out good in the last 20 years. Yeah, it really hasn't, because people are so crooked as a people. You know, people do not, and I'm not, you know, I try not to be crooked, but I'm just saying, if you're sitting there and some guy comes to you and says, "Hey, I'm gonna give you $10,000 on top of your salary for you to kind of bump this little bid of this, this building package over here to me through the government. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of hard not to take that money because you see it on all the levels. You see it from the president on down to circuit judges and shit in these little bitty ass counties. I mean, how often do you see somebody's getting fucking audited, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're out of office and they owe the fucking county, $50, $75, $100,000. How can you keep the human being as a race from being dishonest at any level, at any time? I mean, how do you? It's got to be raising. It's got to be. And I know not everybody stays home. People run away from home. People don't do what they're supposed to at home, and they get kicked out, and they're on their own. I'm just saying, there's just I don't know. There's just a lack of fucking parental guidance for the first 15 years of a lot of people's lives, and then they're raising kids. It's like somebody told me, in Louisiana, you had so many people on welfare down there, and they're bitching about welfare. Well, you got fucking 5 generations of people sitting on a front porch going, every 30 days, my check's in the mail. Why should I work? I'm happy in this little $15,000 shack. I eat, I get to drink, I get to do what I want to do. If you continue to enable people to have shit for free, I understand people need it. Certain people do. Of course, the old timers are gonna get it because I'm an old timer now. So I'm gonna have to lobby for that.
So you banking on your geriatric dollars. You need that.
I am, and the one-armed bastards need to work extra hard to support the old people for a while. Look, as a matter of fact, can you run down here and relight this for me? It went out again, Justin.
I can. I can't do it. I'm hanging paper.
Hanging paper. He's busier than one-armed paper hanger.
I'm glad you got that. Has been.
He's asleep again.
Come on, man. Help us
he's
out.
Killing me. He's killing me. I ain't seen him in 2 weeks, and it's like I don't mean nothing to him anymore. Kind of remind me of your old man in a way. Got that attitude.
We heard JG. He wants everybody to be carpenters. What? Go on and hike your leg and give a good piss on the government one time, man. How you feel about them?
Governor, or like
just in general, all this bullshit we've been talking about. Give your take on it, man. Yeah, we usually try to cut up, but goddamn it, we went there tonight, so fuck it, we're just gonna go there. What we talking about, man? Save the world one time, has been. Let us know.
I mean, a good start is to kill all congressmen and most politicians.
So you're a pitchfork guy.
I mean, it's you're talking about generations of people that's lived, in their $15,000 shacks, getting their checks every 30 days. Same damn thing that's going on in Washington.
Yeah,
like everyone it is just families that have been set in those seats forever.
Yeah.
They're getting their paychecks every week. Getting the fuck over, but it's people that's been disconnected from how reality is and how the real world is, and the people they're supposed to be governing. It's fuck them. They're just as greedy and immoral as the people you're talking about.
But when you come at it from that direction too, you got to think. In my 32 years or 34 years of being a carpenter, I have continued to get better. So, to me, if you are seeking a trade or a profession, you are looking to kind of better yourself and make more money and become better at what you do.
Yep.
So politics in general is crooked. Yeah.
It's a painter's hand, son.
Look, man, why don't you clean that shit up before you come home? You fucking lazy bastard.
You try scrubbing with this, god damn it, it don't work.
You need go in there and have the doctor epoxy a little tool attachment in the end where you can put different attachments in it.
Yeah, I'm about to put goddamn 100 grit on it, just start scraping the hell out of it.
Shit, baby, I was belt sanding with 36 grit today. Belt sanding Bondo off of cedar. Yeah, man, it was eating the shit out of it.
Yeah. I'm about to grind up that concrete floor I called you about.
Did you talk to Will?
Yeah, I showed it. He lined me straight out too. Good guy.
Good guy. Knows his shit.
But has been, please, if you would continue. I do
I interrupted.
apologize.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
You
Oh no,
did.
you're
I'm
good.
old.
We call that early onset dementia. But go ahead.
Shit, piss motherfucker.
No, I mean, I get what you're saying, like, trying to make yourself better and stuff, but politicians aren't trying to make themselves better. They're trying to keep their seat of power. They're not better. They get worse.
Yeah.
But they are a product of their environment, and their environment teaches them to do that. So how do you get away from that? How do you fix that? How do you and I fix that?
They're not really, I wouldn't say a product of their environment, because generally when
That
you
whole
you
that whole
pursue
environment
a
fusing.
point of power uh, so vigorously for self-interest, that is more of a mental state. I mean, that's people that have narcissism, or trying to remember, it's where you don't feel any emotion, like human emotion, or you don't feel any empathy for people. I'm trying to remember the scientific term for it, but it's mental disorder. It's the same thing with.
So the
I'd
world
say
needs
part of
drugs.
that too. I mean, if you think all politicians are sober, you're fucking retarded. It's just
There's probably not one sober one, really.
no. It's
So is Joe Biden eating little kids? That's what I want to know.
No, he just sniffs them. Apparently, have you
No,
seen
I
these?
got
Have you seen the pictures and the videos of him sniffing kids, JG?
no, not. I really don't need to. I mean, I
I
pretty much
mean,
got a negative
but
picture of him anyway.
I mean, you voted for
He's
this
too old to
man.
be where. No, I didn't vote for him. No, you know better than that shit. Fuck that shit.
I just wanted to slip that in there.
Hold on. I had to drive my mom to the post office with her mail-in vote, and she looked at me while she dropped it in the mailbox. And I took off and told her, I said, "Here, give it to me. I'll drop it in for you." It was for Biden. I'm like, "Mom, are you serious? Come on, Mom." And Mom's been dead a year and a half now. But I'm just saying, she was sitting there looking at me and going to drop it in the box, grinning. I'm like, all right. I said, you do what that's what the United States is about.
Sniffing kids, the show is.
Look, the Asian one's ripe because he's not only sniffing, he's squeezing the head. Almost like checking for a melon.
But then look at Mitch McConnell behind him, looking at the other chick like she's a fucking spicy egg roll.
Yeah, that's his wife, damn it.
No, it's another kid.
No, Mitch McConnell looking at the Asian woman. Is that what you're talking about? That's
He's looking at the kid beside
that's
the kid.
Mitch
that
McConnell's
Joe.
kid. That's incestuous shit going on there. They're all politicians. Yeah.
What are you telling me? That Mitch McConnell married the chick from the Yamagoto Garden? No.
His woman's Asian. That's where
Is it really?
money came from. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. She had a lot of money when they got married, I think. And that's what they were trying to say.
Well, you better.
Money came from that, which is
we
simply
better
a good way
start
to
learning
write that shit off.
We better start learning Mandarin then, buddy. We've already been sold down the road.
Ho Ching Chang. Ho Ching Chang. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
What was it they were talking about naming an Asian kid? Drop a stick down the steps. What was it? Ching chong, ching chong. Or a pan. Throw a pan down the steps. Ching chong, ching chong.
I heard throw your silverware drawer down the steps.
Okay, that might have been it. And then they had the Indian throw a stick down there. Was it? What was it? Was that an African? What was it? Hell, they had 3 or 4 of them.
There was shit. What was it called? How to Name Your Kids?
How to Name Your Kids or something like that. How to Name Your Asian Kids. How to Name Your Indian
Asian
kids.
Baby. Oh, well, shit. I can't pull it up. Y'all said you ain't going to get no sound. I don't know what happened to the sound of the music. I was trying to play an Ice-T song. Y'all couldn't hear that when I was playing the Ice-T song?
No.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up, isn't it?
I apologize to all you 5s of 4s of 3s viewers out there.
We want our money back. They just looking for a ticket. Yeah,
Hey,
come
but I
off
tell
that
you
shit.
what,
All right.
JJ, I'm getting serious about the stand-up comedy shit, though, man. When I
Are you?
go up this week, I actually got my first bit of written material.
Do you
I
really?
do. Yep, I actually wrote
Where
it.
is it? Because I'm gonna come up here with a fucking thing of rotten tomatoes. I'm gonna pecker your ass from the fucking audience.
That would
Yeah,
be
you better
fucking.
have a poncho in your fucking lapel jacket there, buddy. I'm gonna light your ass up.
Then you're gonna have to bring Has-Been with you because we're going to get that shit on camera. If we had it on film, somebody getting hit with tomatoes at the comedy club, that shit would be fucking hilarious. I'm
What
telling
can
you.
we do? We'll have to line this out. Get hit with tomatoes, and then two strippers come up and just rub their titties all in your fucking tomato seed face. And then
Yeah.
Stacy coming in and beating the fuck out of you. And me and Has-Been lit there just smiling. Everything good. Everything good.
Yeah. The problem is that video probably won't go viral, but it'll just cause me a lot of pain and anguish. I like the way you're going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we didn't do the round. So what are you sipping on? Are you sipping on that shit you got in Florida? Is that what you're drinking?
The Kentucky Owl. I am.
Has-Been. You got anything over?
No, he's a poon now. He cut his fucking mullet off.
No.
Matter of fact, his mom told me I couldn't play with his bike the other day. That's what he said.
Nah, I just kept fucking with it. Got to take
Right.
it away from me.
Yeah, I went. Well, you got that Indian?
What do you
take it
think?
out for a little ride.
What do you think now that you're mulletless? How do you feel about it? You miss it?
He's lost power. I can see it in his eyes.
No,
He's looking
man,
frail.
I'm happy with it.
Because you were rocking it for a long time, bro. So like, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're missing? Do you feel like you're missing a finger or something now, or it's like part of you?
I feel more relieved, to be honest.
Nice. I tell you what, I've been growing my fucking hair out for so long now. When I think about cutting it, I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I'd look like anymore.
Your woman needs to throw that shit. She needs to get that shit zapped out there. You look like one of the Care Bears.
Dude, all I got to do is put a pick in it, and my shit will come out like Afro.
Will it stand up?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah.
You ain't got no Afro sheen or what is it?
I don't know. But the funny thing is, the more I grow it out, I can look at my old man looking at my mom like,
I can do that too,
honey. I don't know. I don't know anybody on my side of the family that's got hair like this.
Come on, man, you look just fucking like him. I don't want to hear that shit.
What did you say the mailman back in the 80s looked like again?
There's a Nigerian in the woodpile.
You got a picture of that mailman from the 80s? Oh shit. No, but yeah, dude, I can, if I pick it out, it should be big time. The only reason it's laying down now is because of fucking I showered pre-show. I'm trying to look good on the screen for you fellers. Yeah. I'm trying to be respectable. I try to be a host a respectable program here. Remember when your grandmother would call shit that? I'm gonna watch my programs.
Have to stand on the side of the road with a cardboard sign. Please watch Justin's podcast, and have the link on there for everybody. You know how people sit there with, I need money, and all that shit. We'll do the cardboard sign. See if you can get some hits on your podcast.
I think you should dress up.
That shit.
Remember the cowboy that would wear the cowboy boots and his drawers and a cowboy hat in New York?
The naked cowboy. Yeah, he was on David Letterman all the time.
Yeah, I think you should dress up like him with that sign. Yeah, and I think we got something there.
They say the naked cowboy needs to go ahead and head on to the fucking casket. He dead.
I feel like if you did that overnight, 60-year-old women and 50-year-old gay dudes would instantly just like watch us all the time. I think you'd have something
the gay
there.
dudes would. Yeah, I know. I get hit on all the time by the gay dudes. That's terrible. Matter of fact, I give them Mullet's phone number. You getting them calls?
Yeah. Well, you know why? You know why you get hit on a lot, don't you?
Fucking this Adonis body.
Birds of a feather, my friend. Birds of a feather.
Fuck together? Do they really?
They do indeed. They do indeed.
Yeah, you talking about birds. You remember that movie Birds back in the old days, the 60s?
where they were supposed to be like scary and like kill people.
Oh fuck! They pick your eyeballs out. I turned that loose
Yeah.
on my grandkids
Yeah, there was a
at
weird
about 10 or 11
time.
years old. It freaked them out, boy. It freaked them out. They didn't know
There,
what to do. I hide in their closet and act like that guy with no eyes come out of the closet. Scare the shit out of them.
there was a weird time. What was it? It was birds, Pet Cemetery.
No, maybe there was an old Pet Cemetery, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So,
And
are you talking about Stephen King's?
I'm talking about the old one. There was one like back in like the 70s
In
or
the
80s, something
60s,
like
I
that.
thought. Yeah, now you had
60s
Stephen
maybe.
King's. Yeah, I was thinking there was something in the 60s, but Stephen King wrote that book on the book. I don't know who did the book part of it. Pet Cemetery, that was his big hit, and that was in the 80s. That was no, this one, the one Birds is all black and white.
Yeah,
It's
but
shot
there
in like
was
where Jaws was. It's weird.
yeah. Jaws, another one. Remember that time when like it was just animals, and that was all it took to make a scary movie? Now you got to have fucking CGI, aliens, fucking people, all kind of wild shit. You know what I mean? To
Well,
like,
it's still animals are
but
still
back
scary. I mean, isn't the Muppet animal? Isn't he gay or a
the
drug head? What is
Muppet.
he? The
Yeah,
Muppet.
I
Remember
think
Animal?
he is.
Muppet. The one of them on the Muppets is fucked up. Was it Oscar?
Well, if you ask Dave Chappelle, Oscar the Grouch was a homeless man, and the Cookie Monster was a crackhead, and the Count was a pimp.
Maybe that's where I'm getting my information from. I knew that shit was right. Yeah.
It's my favorite
Write that down.
Chappelle. It's my favorite Chappelle fucking stand up sketch ever.
Was that the one with
I
baby,
live in a
baby,
trash
go
can.
home?
Yeah. The fuck? Is that a baby?
Yeah, he's funny as fuck. Yeah, we need some more of that shit. We really do.
Oh man, I tell you, that's one thing that there's not a shortage of right now. There's a fuck ton of amazing stand-up comedy out there. If you get on Netflix, look up Tim Dillon. Have you seen Tim Dillon's got a stand-up special that just dropped a couple months ago on there? Fucking hilarious. There's a show on there. It's like a series that has it's like 30-minute sets from different comedians called the Stand-Ups. Their newest season has 2 on there. Brian Simpson and Martin Normand. Both of those are fucking killers. They're hilarious. There's a lot of good stand-up. If you get on Netflix, you can find a lot of good stand-up comedy. You ever watch those back in the day, JG? The HBO specials, shit like that. You ever watch stand-up?
Oh fuck yeah! Oh yeah, yeah. The Kings of Comedy was one, and hell, they were playing that again not too long ago. Had Cedric the Entertainer,
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac, yeah.
D.L.
Jangle
Hughley.
Leg, and yeah, and there was one more in there. Who was
Steve
the other
Harvey.
one?
Steve
Yes,
Harvey.
yeah. Fucking funny as fuck. Yeah.
I tell you what though, Cedric the Entertainer and Bernie Mac murdered that shit. Everybody else, I mean, everybody was good, but Cedric the Entertainer, I think he's very underrated in the comedy world. He's hilarious. He's got
he is funny. He is funny.
He's got a special on Netflix that came out, I think, in like 2017, 18, somewhere around there. It's funny as fuck. I'm telling you, you get on Netflix and go on the search and type in stand-up comedy, you'll find a bunch of good shit.
Well, you said you'd never seen Roscoe Jenkins. Welcome home, Roscoe Jenkins. Did
Yeah,
you say
I've
you
seen
hadn't
that.
seen that with Martin? Okay, yes, yeah,
Well, Martin Lawrence, yeah.
That's a funny
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah,
that had a whole cast in that shit. That fucking was that was loaded.
When Monique whooped his ass on the side of the road, that was the funniest shit. That
and
was
then his
hilarious.
brother said, "Did he say, look, you got a titty like mama too, don't you?"
Oh, and then what about when he was talking about how his niece and nephew was fat, and then his brother whooped his ass? He got his ass whooped 3 or 4 times in that damn movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie. That's funny as fuck.
I'll tell you another one. You ever seen Death at a Funeral?
Yeah, with Chris Rock and
my god!
Hold on, there's an English one too. You got to watch. It's the same fucking thing, but it's all white people, and I think it's got the same little midget man in it.
Is it the same name? Is it the same name?
Yes, but it's a British. I think it's a British comedy. And it was like maybe 10 years before. I think this one was mirrored off of that one.
Like a
that's some funny ass shit. What he said, showing pictures. Oh, daddy!
I thought when the dude fucking Tracy Morgan was hilarious in that shit. He was the one that went and picked up fucking Danny Glover.
Danny Glover was shitting all on him.
Shitting on his hand and shit. Oh my god, he had me crying laughing. And then
and then
the
old
fucking
Matson doing the mushrooms or what them did them
yes,
in fucking roofies. Yes, he's funny as fuck too.
have you seen that movie? Has Been Death at a Funeral? God damn, dude. When the first time I seen that shit, I cried laughing. It was funny as fuck. When he fell out the coffin and shit.
Well, it's just like all the fucking Medeas, Tyler Perry shit. Fucking those tickle the shit out of me. I can watch them, Nutty Professor, fucking all that fucking shit. It's just good comedy. You just don't see that coming out much anymore. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe we don't have nothing to laugh about.
Have you seen Norbit?
I've seen Norbit. The big fucking bitch that was attacking his ass. That's some silly ass shit now.
I laughed from the front to the back of that movie. I'm talking the whole way through. That movie was fucking hilarious. Have you seen that shit? Has Been?
It ranked on like a Adam Sandler. You got some you like and some you don't. Norbit was okay, but
my god, I thought the characters
I don't think it was his shit.
I thought the characters in it were fucking great. The Chinese man from the fucking orphanage, the fucking the pimps were the best part of Eddie Griffith and Cat Williams. Those motherfuckers, I thought they were hilarious. He was in that church and he said, "Now, fellas, if it says rib for her pleasure, you turn that condom inside out. Now it's rib for your pleasure." I thought that was the funniest shit, man.
You haven't seen Meet the Blacks yet? Have you seen that? That's got Cat Williams in it. Meet the Blacks and Meet the Blacks 2. And Cat Williams is a fucking vampire in there.
That's the one with Mike Epps in it, right?
Yes. That's some funny
I've seen the
shit.
first one. I've never seen the second one.
Yeah.
That's another one.
I think the second one might be a little better. Yeah.
I thought Mike Epps was always been funny as fucking movies. I never really liked his stand-up specials though, but I'm gonna tell you right now, he's got one on Netflix called Indiana Mike, and it just came out, and he's at his hometown in Indianapolis, and it's funny as fuck. He had me crying laughing. Dude.
That's funny.
I watch specials all the time, man. I can't get enough of them. I go back and watch a bunch of old shit too.
Like John Wayne?
Yeah, John Wayne. You ever seen John Wayne do the stand-up? He's like, so
howdy there, partner.
So hey, Pilgrim, why did the chicken cross the road?
To get eaten by a beaner.
Because there was a fucking red man behind him trying to fuck him. Oh, God. I can see it. Have you ever seen the movie? I haven't seen it, but I heard about it. I want to watch it. I bet you've seen this, JG, where John Wayne played Genghis Khan.
I have not seen that one. I have not.
I want to watch it because from what I heard is he's dressed up, like Genghis Khan, a Mongol, but he still talks like John Wayne. Like I'm coming to rape and pillage, partner.
Well, that's kind of like with all due respect, ain't it? He had a little fucking side denotation there.
But I was like, could you imagine back in the day how fucked up those movies are? Like, you got John Wayne playing a fucking person from Mongolia. Like, that's fucking... The fact that you even thought to make that movie is ridiculous.
I had Cary Grant over there fucking turning all the women on, getting his dick sucked. Wasn't that was he gay? Cary Grant? Or was it, who am I thinking of?
I mean,
fucking ladies' man.
I don't know, but if he was turning women on, getting his dick sucked, so far it sounds very anti-gay.
He was getting them sucked by dudes. Wasn't it? Wasn't Cary Grant gay?
I take back the previous statement. Yeah,
hold on, because gay. I may be on it. Maybe.
Let me Google Cary Grant gay.
It was a fucking ladies' man from like the 70s, 60s, and 70s. That it ended up being gay. Oh, it was not Robert Redford. Fuck. Hold on. It was before Robert Redford.
I heard that
Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson. That's who I'm thinking of. Rock Hudson. He was getting his turds pounded around a little bit there, brother.
No, but it looks like Cary Grant as well had a secret life with men. It said.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, that shit's been going on since Pharaoh days. You know, you got all these fucking women out there drinking wine in a big pile, and you run off into the back with a little church boy. You know, something's fucked up there. You know, how
We
does that shit? How does that reproduce? I mean, how does that? How can you guarantee that species of people will continue if they cannot reproduce?
well, from what I
Or,
heard, from what I heard is, like we watched 300, and like we all love the Spartans and how badass they were, but I don't know for sure. But I always heard that, like, if you weren't a soldier and you're like some like the feminine dudes, and maybe even some of the boys perhaps were like, they were just like sex objects if you weren't like if you weren't a soldier. That's what I heard. Is anybody else heard that?
yeah,
You know what? Let's Google that.
I mean, that's what they portray on TV. You know, I think all of them were like that. And you got to think about it. The majority of the kings and the queens, the kings, they were all fucking inbred. You know, they had fucking years and years and years of wanting to make sure you maintain royalty stock, like you're breeding a bull or a horse, and you keep inbreeding, and you end up with little motherfuckers at 14 years old that are the king, and yeah, weird shit happens. You know, yeah, come on.
Well, it says here in Athens and Sparta, homosexuality was practiced to various degrees, and its status was somewhat complicated according to Plato. I ain't even gonna say this. Something. On the other hand, it was actively encouraged and even legally incentivized.
Hmm.
So, sounds like Ray Liotta getting his dick sucked in an alley on a TV
Wasn't
show.
too bad, was it?
That's what we
Yeah,
have
I hate
come.
to tell you,
We have come full circle. God damn it!
Full
Yeah,
fucking
y'all
circle.
gonna be my only friends because I ain't leaving the house, guys. Sorry, it just
Well,
scares me.
you're just gonna sit there and beat off to your Ring camera footage. I know what you're gonna do.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get the old fucking papers out, the old time magazines. Do y'all even have nudie magazines at your house nowadays?
No,
Oh,
what?
if the power goes out and you can't watch porn, what do you do?
I'm
You fucking get a
talking.
magazine and Fastlane like you
No,
did in
dude.
the old days.
You always got to have a spank bank. You just close
Well,
your
you must have
eyes
been
and you
implanted with a chip. I got a spank bank, but I mean, it
you,
doesn't
you just you just
recall
cl-
everything just
you,
right.
you just close your eyes and you go
I'll
through
be
the
in the middle and all of a
Rolodex.
sudden your face will appear. I was like, oh shit. And then I got to work on it again for 30 minutes.
Well, those are just those deep rooted homosexual tendencies you got to work on,
Tendencies.
sir.
There you go. Yeah,
You
there you go.
know?
I told you I was a Homo sapien. Yeah,
No,
I
dude, you
really
got to.
am.
I have a strong spank bank, bro. I could go years without electricity and still we'll just work
Thank
them
you.
out.
Thank you.
Just work them
Thank
out.
you.
And the funny thing is, you're right. They're not always the same as the encounter. But here's the thing: you can always make it better.
By
Well,
closing your
like,
eyes harder.
yeah. You close your eyes, and be like, oh, I don't remember your cousin coming over too. And then you just go on down that road. You got to have an imagination, man. Shit, we didn't always have internet.
Kind of like time
I'm
travel in the Matrix.
you're down there in your
I'm in the
JG's
Matrix. I'm down here in the Matrix room.
You're
Yeah.
down there in JG's haberdashery of unsellable things. Where's your stack of hustles at? I've been asking you for shows to let's see some good old footage. Some of them brush fire vaginas that you got down in there.
Dude, it's from the 80s. I don't think you can handle it.
That's what I'm
You
saying. I
won't show
know.
up to work tomorrow.
I mean, we already got. I got a picture right here of the cover girl's vagina. Right there. Look at that 1980s vagina hair right there. You see that? That's
Yeah, it just doesn't have all the lights climbing around
yeah.
there.
That's that shit you get. You got to spit a loogie on it and comb it over like an 80-year-old man trying to get him some. Well,
all right, guys, I'll be right back. Hold on. Are you
where are you
calling it
going?
quits? What time?
Where are you going?
I got pee, man.
Well,
Gotta
you go
I gotta
pee, and we come back, and we're going to give him one more little short segment of bullshit, and we're out of here.
All right.
Gotta go pee.
Gotta go pee. Old motherfucking piss ant bladder over here. Son of a bitch. So what did you say? Didn't you say coming up soon? There's a armored battle you're gonna go to. Didn't you tell me that sometime coming up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I got 2 weekends coming up. We'll go fight. But no, it's gonna be up in Ohio. Their Ren
Ohio.
Fair. Yeah.
Where at in Ohio?
It's the Ren Fair up there. I'm trying to remember what the actual town is.
Is it like close to here, like Cincinnati, Dayton-ish, or is it like fucking way out, like Cleveland-ish area? You know what I mean? Like the wild part of, the deep guts of Ohio. You know, is it like way out there?
No, it's a little bit north of Cincinnati. To be honest, if you go past Kings Island, it's probably 30 minutes north of Kings Island.
That's not bad. It's not a little bad hike. So, how many days are you fighting?
The first weekend, I'm only going to fight 1 day. The second weekend, I'll be fighting 2 days.
Oh, so they got totally different weekends back to back.
Yeah. Well, as long as the Ohio Fair is going on, we're able to get up there and fight. So,
fucking right. Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna see if I can make it up there at least one of those weekends.
that works. Hell. That's the thing about
this is
like homosexuality, like within ancient times, has been like a big, like no one gave a shit about it.
Homo says what?
Huh?
yeah. He came straight back in speaking Japanese.
You fighting some FIFOs, are you?
Yeah.
Ain't this a bitch? We got a FIFO in the family.
Yeah.
I think you should try to make the trek with me up there, JG, for 1 weekend and watch them do this battling shit. I think you'd dig it.
Yeah, I would dig it, but I mean, fuck, we're just so busy right now. Every weekend's taken up with fucking Halloween and family shit and all that crap. You know how that crap goes. And I don't want to hang out with you, Justin. You fucking pissed me off in Florida anyway, dickhead.
Did I? What did I do to you?
Not really. Nothing. No.
I was just wondering. I mean, we drank a lot of alcohol. I could have talked about you a little bit. I don't know.
I'm sure you did.
I could have pulled your hair. I don't know. When you get drunk, sometimes there's always gaps in the night you might not remember quite so well.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
I thought everybody had a great night. You wake up the next day, they're like, well, you pissed in the fake plant in this person's kitchen. You called this dude an asshole. You told that lady she was a cunt, and then you stuck your finger in the goddamn birthday cake. Like, I don't remember any of that.
Damn, Justin.
Last thing I remember was everybody said, "Jay, while we love you," and I was like, "I love you too." And that's not how the night went exactly.
Yeah, what was it? 2:00 in the afternoon. Your second mom's bringing grandkids in there, fucking hollering, "Get up, Papa John! Get up! Get out of bed, Papa John!" Hell no, I hurt. It fucking kicked my ass.
You ever tied one on so bad that when you woke up, you knew you didn't remember the night, and then you look over at your woman, and when she wakes up, you can gauge how she treats you on how far you went in the night. If she wakes up and she's like, "Hey, babe, good morning," you're like, "Oh, couldn't have been that bad."
Yeah.
Or she wakes up and she scowls and looks at you like the laser beam looks straight through your fucking skull. into the wall through the neighbor's house, like the fucking what's your guy, the Cyclops on X-Men. You're like, oh yeah. Oh, I said some I said some shit last night. Well, let me tell you.
So
Then
are
you
you
gotta go
telling me
look.
words will get you in trouble, brother?
No, I'm telling you, alcohol could, if it depends
No, but I
on.
mean, the alcohol's attached to the words. You can get your woman worked up with words, can you?
I tell you, not to toot my own horn, but I've been able to pretty much get anybody I wanted to worked up with words if I really am going after them.
Are you really? Why you be so mean, man? You got anger issues. Hey,
No,
I
it's not
think we
anger
should.
issues.
I
It
think
ain't.
we should all go to some. What do you
Sometimes
call
it's
it?
like I've lost.
Therapy.
I've lost.
Therapy.
Well, sometimes it's just like I've lost any reason for me and you to deal with people as civilized human beings. So now that I don't give two flying fucks about you, I'm gonna make sure you know it and you never forget it. That's basically how I look at
So
it.
fucking needle that shit in a little more, do you?
Oh, I just make sure that it's absolutely known that I don't like you. And past this conversation, the only other thing I'd like to do is spit on you or smack you. Which one you want? You know what I mean? Like, once I'm done with somebody, I'm fucking done with you. I don't give two shits about you after that point.
Damn.
I don't
He,
I don't I don't I don't carry loose baggage along in life, motherfucker. My train ain't that long.
short trip, is it?
I mean, you see all this gray in my beard at my age, man. I'm putting on miles quick, son.
You be down in your little office here soon. I'm pretty sure they're just going to lock the door down here and let me go ahead and decompose.
That's probably what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Let the
Come on,
eventually
let me out.
the dog come down, start gnawing on you.
The dog. That motherfucker's a beast, boy. I'm telling you, I ain't never been around a dog like that.
That's crazy. Well,
No, it's funny.
I say we
Yeah,
give
we
them
came.
the oh shit.
Look, Mullet done said,
Well, we
fuck you.
lost. Yeah, he said I'm going to bed. It's 10:30. He's done with us. But
He ain't
either
got no more
way,
mullet powers.
closing
He ain't got
remarks,
no mullet
JG.
powers. Yeah, mullet man ain't got no mullet powers
He
left.
cut it.
You cut the hair off there, buddy.
He cut off his strength.
Pretty damn sure he's going to be
He's
wearing
no
a dress
longer.
next Tuesday.
Yeah, I seen a little rouge. I seen a little rouge on him tonight. He's.
Is he going to be a Marianne or a Ginger?
Oh.
I can't see him as a
I
Ginger.
don't
I'm
know.
thinking of Marianne. Yeah.
Oh shit! You never know. He
Yeah,
might have
shit.
him some shiny red shoes. We might be calling him Dorothy.
Damn. Didn't think about that. Yeah.
Well, right.
Tell me
Well,
about.
my
Come on, man.
friend.
What's the closing cost?
Let's give our last go fuck yourselves of the night, and let's get the hell out of here.
Don't look up.
So, JG, until next time.
Fuck you.
If I don't see you until mating season, then go fuck yourself.
I will be.
All right, sir. Later on.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta luego. The internet is slowing down.